Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Relly, and today we're doing something a little bit different. I want to create a new series, okay? And I'm doing it not only to share with you, but also to keep myself more accountable. This series is going to be getting back on track. Now, what I mean by that, it's going to be focused more on health, wellness, the fitness side of things. Not that I'm an expert, not that I'm a professional by any means, but there's been so many times over the past maybe 2 years that I've started the process of saying, hey, I am going to start being conscious about this, or I'm going to start working out, or I'm going to start eating better. And I'll do it for a couple days and I'll fall off, and again, I'm just not holding myself accountable. So I feel like if I share this with you and the world, and well, however many people actually decide to click on this video, maybe this time it'll work. So like I said, my journey to getting back on track. Once upon a time, I would consider myself to have been on track. I ate relatively well. I definitely indulged, but I also worked out, and it kind of balanced itself out. I worked out regularly and it was easy and I enjoyed it because it was a part of my lifestyle. It was a part of my routine. But I will say, ever since I got this new job where I'm traveling all the time, going through different time zones, and when you're out and about, you want to indulge on like the local foods, and a lot of the times it's not the healthiest recipes, and then you get carried away and you're, going out and having drinks, and all of that kind of stuff adds up. And when you're not sleeping regularly, you lose that circadian rhythm. Your body, it has harder times adapting if you're off schedule. And over the years, it's definitely caught up to me. I would definitely say the past year and a half has been the hardest. And I'm sure, as you guys know, with everything going on in the world, everybody's facing their own individual difficulties. But for me, I have a hard time admitting this. I have gained a total of 30 pounds. 30. Okay? Now, I am the heaviest I've ever weighed, and I'm not comfortable with myself. I don't want anybody to compare themselves to me or feel bad because of what I'm saying. That's really not my intention. My thing is if you're comfortable in your own skin, then kudos to you. You know what I mean? Then I'm happy for you. But me, I'm not. And it's a really hard feeling to live with. I'll honestly say I don't think I've ever really been comfortable in my skin. I definitely have body dysmorphia. Looking in the mirror, I see myself, looking in photos, I see myself so differently than how I probably actually look. Even years ago, where when I look back now at those photos, I'm like, man, I was crushing it back then. I thought I looked crazy back then. So it's all a mess, but now I'm at the point where I'm trying to get a healthier mindset. And like I said, we're getting back on track. So this first video is to introduce you guys to the first step that I'm taking to get back on track. And that's another thing that I think is going to be a healthy change from any other time I've tried to do this, is I'm going to take it one step at a time. There's been too many times I cut everything off cold turkey. You know what I mean? I am either counting calories or watching what I'm eating. I'm working out every day. I'm doing all this kind of stuff, and it's kind of like a shock to the system that is almost impossible to maintain because it all happened at once. So I'm going to gradually ease myself into it, and hopefully this works, keeping my fingers crossed. But my first step is drinking more water. Constantly flying, and also just not being an avid water drinker in general. It's not like I drink other things. I drink predominantly water. I just don't drink enough of it. So I'm going to be drinking a gallon a day. I'm sure you guys have all seen the gallon a day challenges and everything like that, and I'm gonna take it on. So I'm excited to let you guys know how that goes. I started the challenge back on Monday. Today is Thursday, so I've been doing it for 4 days. I'll also say I've only been successful 2 of those days. On Monday, I couldn't do it. I couldn't finish. I probably could have. I shouldn't say couldn't, but I couldn't comfortably do it. I was at work and I was literally peeing every like 20 minutes. My body's obviously not used to taking all of that water, but I was drinking a lot, and I think I ended up being around 20 or so ounces short. And then I just added it to what I needed to drink the next day. You know what I mean? I drank that the first thing when I woke up the next day. Another thing that I want to add into this series is not beating myself up over making a mistake or over not achieving something. So I didn't finish my ounces on Monday. I also didn't finish my ounces on Tuesday. And as much as it sucked, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because that's not a healthy mindset to have. And most of the issues that I have whenever I'm trying to set a goal are up here. It's rarely physical. It's most always mental. So Wednesday, I finished my first gallon, and I was really excited about it. Definitely embrace your successes, but don't let that be the end all be all. Keep going, keep crushing it. So guess what? Today's Thursday, and I have about 16 ounces left, but Thursday's not over, and I'm gonna finish those 16 ounces, and I'm proud of myself for doing so. So I know this probably sounds small to someone that's been drinking gallons or drinks a lot of water or drinks water, works out, is, you know what I mean, eating well and doing all this kind of stuff, but you know what? I'm not comparing myself to anybody. I'm doing this for myself, and I'm congratulating myself, and I'm proud of myself. So pat on the back to me. Now, as I'm sure most of you guys know, there's a multitude of benefits from drinking water. And I'm not gonna go over those because you can find that anywhere. I'm just telling you guys about my own personal experience. It's only been 4 days, okay? 4 days. And these are the benefits that I've already seen, felt. Maybe it's placebo. If it is, I don't care, because it's still real to me. But I've definitely felt more awake. I am normally one of those people that has like withdrawals in the afternoon, normally around like 3, 4, even 5 o'clock. I get super tired, and I have a horrible habit of when I get home from work, I take a nap, which turns into a sleep, and then I wake up at like 9 or 10 p.m. and then can't sleep all night, and then it's this vicious cycle. However, since I started this little challenge, I've definitely felt more awake throughout the day, and also just waking up in the morning. If you wake up in the morning and you have, 16 ounces of water, it's really hard to still be sleepy. I don't know what it is. I don't know the science behind it or how it works, but I feel so much more awake throughout the day. And it's also, second one, more energy. Who would have thought you give your body what it needs and you get more energy out of it? I'm not gonna say it's miraculously changed my endurance or my strength or anything like that. I worked out this morning, which is something I will slowly ease into. It wasn't a crazy workout, but doing so, yes, I got exhausted as far as I'm pushing my body, but I was awake. I had the energy to do it, and I honestly felt like I could have kept going if I didn't have to get ready for work. Another thing too, this might be something that's super small. It's very obvious. Because I'm not dehydrated, I don't have to use chapstick all the time. I'm one of those people, I cannot leave the house without chapstick. I guess I don't need it when you're hydrated and your lips aren't chapped. It's probably bad for me to say that this is a new feeling to me. Unchapped lips. Now they feel good and healthy, and I'm happy about it. Don't judge me. My next benefit, number 4, I have been sleeping incredibly well. It's not some tonic or potion that knocks me out, but when I'm ready to go to bed, I lay down and I fall asleep in a reasonable amount of time, and I stay asleep, and then I wake up when my alarm goes off. Now, could this be something else, like the fact that I'm not taking afternoon naps because now I have enough energy to get me throughout the day? Yes, but that all comes down to the same thing, and I really do think hydration is this like miracle which everyone tells you about, and you're just like, whatever, or yeah, but it's too hard, or you know what I mean? Just do it. Now, I have had 2 negative side effects, and I guess it's not even really that negative. It's kind of to be expected. And because my body isn't used to drinking this much water, I am getting pretty bloated. I don't want anyone to think I'm doing anything unhealthy. I'm not chugging water by any means, but drinking water and eating, I haven't found the balance yet. I'm one of those people where if you put it in front of me, I'm gonna eat all the food on my plate. And because I'm drinking water, that's already taking up room in my stomach, and I'm still eating that full plate, so I am getting bloated, and it's not necessarily the water, it is the food or my inability to kind of take my body's cues of, oh, I'm full, let's stop eating, as opposed to, oh, this tastes really good, let's just finish it and suffer the consequences later. But that's definitely one thing that I need to figure out the balance of. What I will say is great is that I generally snack a lot throughout the day. I'm a bored eater, I'm a stress eater, I'm an angry eater, I'm a happy eater. I love food, and I just don't even feel the need to snack. Don't get me wrong, I still go to the fridge and open the fridge, but I just ask myself, you're not hungry, you don't need anything, you're fine, and then I'll just drink some more water. And honestly, it goes away. It goes away so quickly. You just trust me on that one. Okay, and then the second one, extremely obvious, but I cannot stop peeing. And I know your body gets used to it. I just don't know how long it takes, and I'm hoping this doesn't last too long, because there is nothing like trying to work or get something done, but you can't sit in a chair for more than 30 minutes without going to the bathroom. It's been a little bit frustrating, but what it does remind me is, hey, I'm doing something good for my body. Just stick to it. You feel so good. Who cares if this is like the one side effect? Anyways, I'm gonna cut the video off here. I just wanted to share with you guys again, like I said, mostly to keep myself accountable. And if you guys enjoy watching it or want to join me in a challenge, then please do. I will say this gallon a day challenge, one of my good friends, Crystal, she's doing it with me. We're messaging each other, keeping each other accountable, and it really does help to have somebody going through something with you. I say like suffer together is better. We're not suffering together, but it's kind of that same concept. We're doing it together, and that way, you know what I mean? I don't want to let her down. She doesn't want to let me down, and we obviously don't want to let ourselves down, but it's just that extra layer of backup to keep you doing it. Now, I have 3 layers of backup because I have you guys here with me too. Anyways, if you guys are curious to see my next step in my journey or to keep getting updates on how this gallon a day challenge is going, please let me know. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. We always appreciate it. And comment below. Give me more ideas of what the next step is that I can do to help this journey that I'm on. I don't want to focus on weight. I don't want to focus on looks per se. I want to go based off of feel, and I want to feel good again. And yes, all of those things are incorporated into it, but the number's not important. I just want to be happy in my own skin. And I think you guys keeping me accountable will help me get there. All right, guys. Bye.